Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's get it. How's it going, Habibis? As many of you guys know, we were in the Meta Weekly recently, and we did quite well with dinos, and I am here to show you guys some of the highlights from the tournament. I'll show you some of the lowlights as well, because it was a best of 3 format. It was Dkayd's Meta Weekly, so very competitive. That first little clip there was Duel 1 of round 1. We happened to win against a Eldlich Labyrinth deck. This is Duel number 2, where they cooked us up pretty thoroughly, and we're going to take you guys into game number 3 here, and we're going to see what happens. He might have Maxi, but it would appear the heart of the cards were with me. Alright, so the heart of the cards were clearly on our side. We had the God Hand, we had the out to Maxi with the Ash, we had the crossout designated for Imperm or to negate an Ash Blossom. So we were really in good shape here, and we went full combo. And if you guys need help with this combo, I will link above a full combo breakdown for every single combo you need to play dinos like a true dino DNA enthusiast. So now we have all these negates, let's see what we do with them. He is maybe evenly matching me. Okay. Lars, do your thing. So we're going 1 for 1 negate. So he has 5 cards left. We are going to activate Dolka on this. Funny that we could cross out evenly. You know what, King Popkai? I didn't even think of that. You're right. TTT, draw 2. You know what? King Papakai, we could cross out evenly. We could also cross out TTT. That's good advice, my guy. That's good advice. Because I could have ashed it, but I don't want to waste the ash. We have a monster effect negate. We have a omni negate. We have to ash this. Yeah, we're gonna ash that. Homie had he had a good hand evenly. That grass looks greener. So we took advantage of basically every single one of our negates, and we utilized them, and we utilized them effectively, especially with that TTT there. They're going to set 2 cards, and one of them is this Paleozoic Morella card. So this basically lets them send a trap from their deck to the graveyard. They send Transaction Rollback, which really scares me because they could activate Evenly Match again. So I'm going to force the activation of it by going SP Little Knight. This does forfeit my battle phase, essentially, because I can't attack directly. But I thought it was the right move. They end up playing Torrential Tribute, which I definitely didn't see that coming. Luckily, we have another negate with Lars, and I do force out the Transaction Rollback. They activate it to send, or to activate Sanguine. So now they're making their Eldlich plays. And we go to their next turn, they draw Pot of P, and they add Diabel Star, the Black Witch, and now we're just kind of sitting through the Eldlich combo. So this is why this deck was really hard. You got the Paleo to kind of like mush everything together. You got to focus on the lab stuff because Labyrinth is dangerous, as you know. And then once you stop that, they got all their Eldlich plays going. So this was a much more challenging match than I expected it to be. I thought I was pretty much set at the beginning, and they, to their credit, they put up a good fight. But Dolka puts up a better one. Dolka is one of the best cards ever. It just, the negate and destroy is so amazing. So now we are able to go into Pankratops and essentially finish the matchup from here. Oh, man. Jeez. Jeez, man. Alright. We gotta come back. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Freaking Rikka, man. So, round 2 didn't start off great. We got obliterated in game 1, so we had to win the next 2 in order to survive. Unfortunately, you look at this game 2, didn't start off great either because they drool and lockbird me on my fossil dig search. So, I have a couple options here, and the one I choose to go with is a pretty decent strategy whenever you get hit with drool. I'm going to dump my giant Rex and use my miscellaneous source to banish the giant Rex, summon out a baby. The baby is kind of there just for show, but essentially this gives me the 2 level 4 dinos on the field so I can go into Dolka. And as I just mentioned in the previous duel, Dolka is genuinely one of the best monsters ever. So I feel confident with Dolka. I feel like I can make some moves. The baby does get popped at the end phase, so it gives me some follow-up for next turn so I could get this Misk on the field and use it in the graveyard. They go into Sun Avalon Drios here. They activate Therion Lily's effect. I'm going to negate and destroy it with Dolka, and then they also try to activate Sun Avalon's effect to special summon from the deck, and I'm going to negate and destroy that as well with Dolka. So Dolka really held down the fort there. 2 monster effect destroys, negate and destroys. Huge effect. And now from here, I'm just going to cook and try to get 7,000 damage on the board to finish this duel off. I'm going to go about it in a little bit different way than usual. We are going to double the attack points using our Dagaris, double the attack points of Baron to Dinosaur, and swing for 7,000 plus there. So that is game 2. We go into game 3 here. Our opponent elects to go first. Go figure. And our Max C resolves. Our Max C resolves. So we are in the driver's seat here because of that maximum Ka. And they are able to set up a few things here. Basically with Rikka, you have to make sure that they don't have the opportunity to tribute your monsters. That field spell right there allows them to tribute my monsters on the field. So I am going to try to get rid of that trap so that they can't activate any effects that would allow them to tribute any of my monsters. So that's why I use Pankratops on that. They do Valor my Ovi and also Valor my Xenometeorus. So we're going to use this TTT to draw 2. And luckily, fortunately, we get the Ground Xeno, which is a good draw here. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go into Baron to floor, pop the monster on the field. We're going to use the Ground Xeno to add the Frostosaurus. And now we're going to use the Ground Xeno's effect in the graveyard to go into Gigantazowler. Gigantazowler is going to give us major damage on the board. Enough for game and a top 32 finish with dinos, but we're not done. We're going on to round 3. Can I get a coin flip? Can we win game 1, bro? Can we win game 1? All right, guys, this is it. Come on, please, heart of the cards, guide me. All right, Habibi, so we are going to highlight our bout from game 1 of round 3 as we march to the top 16 of the Meta Weekly. We have the ultimate combo here before us, and if you guys don't know it, I will link it above. It's basically the ultimate dino combo you can set up where you get multiple Omni negates, multiple negates. It will be above if you guys want to check it out, and it involves Baron to Dinosaur. And I feel like Baron is great here because he has protection. However, unfortunately, our opponent had the unholy combo of Ash and Imperm to stop our Baron to floor. So I go from having the ultimate combo to pivoting to just having an SP Little Knight as my only protection. I decide to banish the Ash because why not? And we're kind of sitting ducks. The good news is here, our opponent bricked. So they don't have anything. It looks like all they had was hand traps. No starters. We play Arch, Azor. We think we can combo off. They Ash us a second time. So nothing we can do here. I make a crucial decision here, and that is to go into SP Little Knight. I'm sorry, to go into Sprite Elf. I was planning to bring back my SP Little Knight during my opponent's turn if they summoned a monster. This turned out to be a mistake in hindsight, because what ends up happening here is they summon their Dark Beckoning Beast. Had I had SP Little Knight on the field, I could have banished their Dark Beckoning Beast, and they wouldn't have been able to play, and I most likely would have won the following turn. Hindsight's 2020. We end up using SP Little Knight's effect to banish the Yama, and they use the Gates card to summon the Dark Beckoning Beast. Long story short, they end up getting a Phantom of Yubel out on the field, and I make the decision the following turn. You're going to see that if I go into Appaloosa, I win the game. That's my goal. Go into Appaloosa, negate their Phantom of Yubel, and we win the game. And unfortunately, I'm going to tell you, spoiler alert, that wasn't exactly the case. We win if we go Appo. I do believe. We win if we go Appo here. So we got Appo on the field. I feel protected. I feel like Appo is exactly what I need to win this duel, and I'm probably going to win this turn. That's my guess. However, that is not the case, unfortunately, and I'm going to realize that, but I go about my merry business. I go full Dino combo. We are going to pop the baby, and we are going to summon Petite, summon the ground Xeno, or I'm sorry, the Xeno Meteors from the graveyard, and then we're going to actually go into Pank off this Petite. The cool thing about this replay is, or this duel in general, and this entire tournament really, but this duel in general, we summon so many of our boss monsters. You know, we really get into the extra deck. We summon out Appo, we summon out, you're going to see here, Chen-Ying, we summoned out Baron, so we were really cooking. And also something that's really cool is the fact that we just keep on using Gigantazowler to win games. Gigantazowler is a card that I feel like I don't often use, but you're going to see he comes up clutch here, which is awesome. And unfortunately, this is where things go a little south. Actually, let's add an Ovi for follow-up next turn, if there's a next turn. Negate, and that's game. I saw that coming. For a second, I thought that was a thing. Couple of minutes ago, I was thinking, what if he chains and nibs me? Okay. So I got jebaited, and it happens to the best of us. Unfortunately for them, Miscellaneous Source was still in effect, so Gigantazowler got to stay. We attack over the nib, and we also were able to banish their Nightmare Pain at the resolution of the chain using Chen-Ying's effect. During their turn, they go into Phantom of Yubel, but we have an ace up our sleeve, an imperm, and this is the final play of the game. Okay, never mind. I take back what I said. Wow, we take game one. Okay, that wasn't bad. GG. We would go on to lose game two pretty quickly to a Gamma, unfortunately, and here we are at the tail end of game three, where in just a few seconds you're going to see a very, very excited King Maddie. And it's only fitting that we win this duel thanks to the ultimate boss monster, UCT's Book of Moon effect. And that's all she wrote. That's how we got to the top 16. Let's go! Top 16! Let's go! Dinos! Oh, what a relief! Oh my gosh! Unfortunately, in this world, all good things must come to an end, and upon my moment of euphoria, little did I know that I would be experiencing a tragic ending to my Meta Weekly run. This is game one of the top 16, where I set up a full combo board, and my opponent had absolutely nothing. This is actually moments before my game and my internet crashed, causing me to forfeit the game, and I made a slight comeback. I forced a game three, but we ended up losing that. So very tragic. Sucks that it happened. However, it was a lot of fun. We had a great run. If you guys want to see Dkayed's reaction to it, it's pretty funny. It's on his channel. But you know what? I'll take it. I'm very proud of what this deck accomplished. Let's go look at the deck list real quick. Alright, so this is our deck list. I will be sure to put a link to the full deck list in the description box below. And let me know what you guys think. Those evenlies came in clutch. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, Habibis, peace and love. Take care of yourselves.